What's up, BC? The lighting is just terrible in here, but it's been a busy week, and I thought I'd do a little update on the for a new YouTube video. I'll showcase 10 more vinyl records from my collection. This stuff is really similar to this stuff that I had in the last video. Psych, kind of, maybe less on the prog side, but I think you'll be happy about it. So let's get this started. I won't make this too long. The first one is The Left Bank, Walk Away Renee. This is an original on Smash Records. Smash label, same label that brought you Tea Company, stuff like that, a few other things. Great album, psychedelic, kind of garagey. That's a funny word to say, isn't it? Garagey. Yeah, I like this a lot. I don't listen to it that often, but I thought with the rest of the stuff I'm showcasing today, I thought this would be a good submission to the YouTube, the database of YouTube records. I'll be quiet. The second one, The Leaves, Hey Joe, original press on Mira Records. Cool stuff. I love this. I've always been a big fan of like Nuggets and all that, and these guys were obviously a staple on the 60s Nugget, the first 60s Nuggets album. I think these guys are from California. I bought this record in Portland, Oregon last year. Great shit. Some covers. You got a cover of Tobacco Road on here, and Hey Joe, I believe, was kind of their big hit. I love this album cover. I love it. I love a lot of these 60s albums covers. They just do it for me. This one is a little more common. Incense and Peppermints. This is an original on Uni. I love that label. I really want their second album, and this album, this is great. This is something I listen to quite often. I even have a reissue from, I don't know, 2012 or something of this album, so don't wear this one down. Just great shit. Really, just kind of poppy psychedelic rock, and I mean, who could deny this cover? It's just beautiful. They don't make covers like this anymore. I wish they did. Great album. If anybody wants to sell me a copy of their second album, let me know. I've never seen it before. I've seen this one a few times. Okay, so this is probably the most progressive one that I have in this, and I believe this is from 1972, but this is Trapeze. This is an original press on Threshold Records. I think this is kind of rare. A little more on the dark side, kind of progressive, heading towards more of that 70s rock sound. Back cover, it definitely looks like something from a prog album, but kind of folky. Give this a shot. Not a lot of people have heard of this band, but that should change. This is amazing. You really need to check this out. The Face Dancers. This is on Paramount. This is very folky, not really like Zion, but it's like I don't know, kind of progressive at times. It's got female vocalists in it. I highly recommend checking this album out. Face Dancers, very underrated. Again, here's another album by a band where I've never really talked to anybody that knew what this was. I bought this online. I've never seen it in the store. I don't think there were that many made. Really great album. Give it a shot. The Face Dancers. Here, the darkest band from the San Francisco Haight-Ashbury psychedelic sound. This is Mad River from, I believe, 1968. Original press on Capitol. Whoops. I like this. I'm not big into it. I don't like the vocalist that much. I must be honest with you, but I found a copy one time and I bought it, and this album has been reissued, and it's something that some people are into. I know I've seen reissues of this at Treehouse Records in Minneapolis and stuff, and when I saw it, it was like, oh man, I'm definitely going to be getting this today, but wouldn't necessarily start here if you're getting into the psychedelic stuff, especially from San Francisco, but cool record all the same. Great cover. I love that cover. This next one is absolutely probably in my top 3 of psychedelic albums. This guy was only, as legend has it, about 15, or at least he was a teenager when he made it. J.K. and Company. J.K. and Co. And his name was J.K. J-A-Y-K-A-Y-E. I think this might be a second press. There were 2 variants on the label, but this is great. One of my absolute favorite psychedelic songs on here is Land of Sensations and Delights. It's kind of one of those albums that those songs that I put on repeat a lot, and just great shit. If you can find a copy of this, buy it. And if you can find another copy of this, buy that one as well, because this is great. I don't understand why more people don't know about this. And look at this cover is so memorable. Good stuff. This is prime 60s psychedelic. I think it was 1969. I might be wrong. Going back to the San Francisco psych rock, here we have what I call the poor man's Jefferson Airplane, Neighborhood Children. This is an original press on Acta. I believe Acta. I've never seen another LP by this label, but I think they had artists like The Happenings, or I really don't know. But this is, there are some weak points on this. Like, for instance, they do a cover of Over the Rainbow that I just think is silly, but this is amazing. This is and this turns out to be very valuable. I guess it's just they're hard to find. Picked this up from a local shop in St. Paul, Minnesota, an antique store called Mall of St. Paul by my good friend Dave, who does all the records there. If you can find a copy of this, check it out. Don't go crazy on it, but it's great. I love it. Besides that Over the Rainbow cover. Okay, again, these last 2 are a little more on the valuable side. This one is by a band called the Paisleys. These guys were from Minneapolis, actually, and this is a private press label called Peace. And this is the Paisleys, Cosmic Mind at Play. Excellent. I just picked this up the other day from Barely Brothers in St. Paul, Minnesota. Really cool stuff. Kind of along that line of, kind of like the Litter, kind of just like garage psych. They were experimenting with a lot of things. One of the things I love about this cover is I imagine somebody in the band probably drew this all together and ended up being the cover. And cool name too, the Paisleys. The Paisleys from, I believe, Minneapolis, Minnesota, on Peace Records. Probably won't find that one. It's fairly uncommon, but if you do, it's worth checking out. This last one is from, I gotta be honest with you, I don't exactly know where these guys were from. Northern California. This is an original press of Faber Dokley on UIP Records. I actually bought this from Merrill Funkhauser. I'd asked him a few questions a while back about his time with Merrill and the Exiles and HMS Bounty and Faber Dokley, and it got to the point where I asked him, "Hey, do you have any more copies of this?" Because as legend has it, in the '80s he found a box of them somewhere or something. I can't believe how mint this thing is, and this is fantastic. This band kind of has an aura about it, because a lot of people believe they may have just kind of done studio stuff. They didn't really do anything else beyond that. It was kind of in between Merrill and the Exiles and HMS Bounty, I believe. But apparently, as I've asked Merrill, they did have a venue that they gigged at for about an entire year in the 60s. And this was released in 1966. Faber Dokley, self-titled. These guys did play at one time. Really awesome album. Amazing psych garage. It's kind of like Afterglow, similar to that. Kind of that California sound. Merrill Funkhauser. Really nice guy. I'm very happy that I have gotten in contact with him and was able to purchase this record from him, and it was thanks, Merrill. That's really great of you. Here, this one deserves a little extra attention. This thing still has the shrink wrap on it, and yes, I mean this is it's just amazing. It's just beautiful. It's Faber Dokley. I used to, I was aware of this album for a few years now, and I never expected that I would end up owning one of these, so it's excellent. But anyway, vinyl community, that's my video for today. There will be more coming up, and hope you guys have a great weekend. It's kind of late right now, and again, I apologize for the lighting. Lighting is not that great in here today, but yeah, I hope everything is going great out there. Again, subscribe. Send me, give me comments if you'd like, if you have any questions or anything. And also, if you are on Instagram, you can follow me at Pink Floydis. That's PINKFLOYDIS, and then there's an underscore. Pink Floydis _. I'd love to have you follow me, and I am known to follow back. So, yeah. Happy trails!